Hey guys, welcome to No Man Walks Alone. It's Friday and it's drop day. And today we got a lot of knitwear because it's the season. It's the season for knitwear. For this particular video, we're going to talk about Jamieson. Jamieson's of Shetland is a family-owned company by the Jamieson family. Hey Gary and Peter Jamieson, if you're watching, thanks for providing us with fantastic knits season after season. I think we've carried Jamieson since the beginning of the store, and it is, of course, our favorite Fair Isle and Shetland knitwear company. It's actually based on the Shetland Isle. It's not, made in Italy in the style of Fair Isle. It is through true, authentic Fair Isle sweaters, true, authentic Shetland wool. And the Jamieson family is actually an integrated company that owns the land. The sheep produces the wool from the Shetland sheep and then creates the yarn from it, and then of course has those incredible patterns that are some of them like decades or like 100 years old patterns that typically can mix up to 15 different colors of yarn into a very intricate pattern. And that's what Fair Isle is. And it originates from the Shetland Isle, and this is the real deal. Anyway, a lot of what we have this week are restocks because those are tried and true. We love those designs, and you guys love them too. And they're a mix of Fair Isles and Shetland sweaters that are more like solid colors. On the Fair Isle side, one of the best style to wear and easiest to style is the vest. The V-neck sweater vest. These are great. You can wear that in a very conventional, like Ivy way. If you want with like a tie and a jacket, you can wear that over a white tee with jeans and a much more like contemporary or casual fit. Those really are very useful and they work really well. The vest is also a good piece of knitwear for people who tend to sometimes overheat and they prefer to have that kind of coverage, but not necessarily all the way into the sleeves. So all of the Fair Isle vests this season are restocks from last season, and they are a mix of very traditional style, like this one that we've had from the very first day, the Duke, what we call the Duke colorway. Why do we call that the Duke colorway? I'm actually prepared for this question. Here it is. This was the Duke of Windsor. So the Duke of Windsor has this, who, by the way, was not a very good person. But that said, he was a good dresser, and that particular portrait of him is pretty famous in his Fair Isle sweater, which is the same colorway and the same like details and pattern as this one. So we call it the Duke. We do the Duke in vest, and we do it in a crew neck sweater as well. So the Duke, the navy one, some like lighter color one. As I said, sometimes if you want to go for contemporary fits, this is great over a white tee. And then we have those two colorways that we came up with a couple of years ago now, been really popular. I think we call this one watermelon and this one mango. And those are brighter Fair Isle. They are brighter Fair Isle, and they really pop in an outfit, and they really provide a great source of color and complex color, not just a big splash of color in an outfit. Those are favorites. Then we have 3 styles of crew neck Fair Isle. Those are classic crew neck sweaters. They always have the base color around the neck, and then they're all over Fair Isle. Of course, the Duke. And then 2 that have a little bit of a lighter background. This feels very Nordic in a way, this Fair Isle. It has a cream background and some like red and gold, and it's impossible to give you all the colors that I said. There's sometimes 13 or 15 colors in there. You can like zoom and you'll see more colors. And this is a new one for this season. When we saw this swatch, we really enjoyed the fact that it looks so washed and so almost like bleached in a way. It's not. It's just that the specific yarns that are chosen for this are kind of low value in a way. So you have a very low contrast sweater that looks like, you know, I don't know, that your grandpa owned it, you know, 50 years ago, but it's brand new. So that's the new colorway in that ivory, mauve, purple, lilac, and all that. Then we have the Shetlands, and the Shetlands are all crew neck sweaters. And there are two different styles of Shetlands. The one that are brushed, kind of shaggy style, and the one that are not. So in the one that are not, we have some like, all of those are restocks, by the way. Great colors, so stuff that is just pretty straightforward and like, you know, easy to wear, easy to give. You're pretty sure that no one is going to hate this beautiful kind of mix of brown, burgundy yarns in there. Same thing with this, like, you know, very nice kind of like very dark rust in a way. And we have things that are a little bit more of a, you know, a little bit more exciting in a way. So this ochre color, which is also, when you look closely, a bit of a mix. There's some green in it. There's a little bit of brown in it. Nice touch of color again. And then what I'm wearing right now, which I don't actually remember how we call that. I think we may call it blush. Anyway, you can't miss it. It's the only one that's kind of a pink color. And every time you look closer, you'll see that it's really not just pink. You know, there's a little bit of white, there's a little bit of gray in it, and it makes for a really lovely color. Then we have the brushed ones, like this tartan green. As you can see, you know, the yarn is brushed to give a little bit of that kind of lofty feel to it. In the Ivy world, it's called a shaggy sweater, although I think that might be a brand, like a trademark. It might be a J-Press trademark, but the concept of the brushed or shaggy sweater in of itself is not an American invention. It is a Shetland sweater with a brushed yarn, and you can just get it from Shetland. So this beautiful color there, again, I don't remember what we call this color because we always try to figure out names. The colors are actually numbers in the Jamieson world, and we have to assign names to them. But this kind of like grapefruit color is really beautiful as a brushed one. And then we have the classic Admiral Navy color that, of course, we kind of have to have. Sizing-wise, so sometimes knitwear sizing, when you see numbers, can be a little bit confusing. You see a 42, a 44, and you think it's the chest size. In knitwear, and that's the case right here, the number, and it's the case with Chamula and Monitali as well, the number is the actual exact measurement of the pit to pit. When you put the sweater flat on the table, that's exact measurement from one end to the other times 2, which means that it's definitely not your chest size. You need to have a little bit of room inside of that. So if you're a chest size 40, you're looking for a fitted sweater, you're going to go for a 42. If you're looking for something a little bit roomier, you're going to go for a 44, for example, but you're not going to go for a 40. You can do that and size down on the vest because you don't need as much room. Sometimes people really want their vest to be close, almost like stretched on. So you can take your regular size 1. You don't necessarily need to size 2. There's always going to be enough room. There's no sleeves that are going to feel constricting. So slightly different, approach with the vest because people do have a tendency to wear those closer, but you don't want to wear your Shetland and your crew neck Fair Isle fitted. If you do, then take one size up. If you prefer to wear it like this, not too fitted, not too baggy, that's 2 sizes up from my kind of natural chest size. I'm like a 42-inch chest. I wear a 54 in Italian tailoring, and this is a 46. Yeah, that's it. Good question. All right, thank you very much. That was Jamieson. There's another video about William Lockie that we're dropping also this week. Take a look. More knitwear. It's good. It's the season. Bye.